No, I'm still at the jungle.
Oh, we're live.
Hey, just for everyone's benefit, because we haven't been here for a few months, the party found a strange note which invited them all to a strange pub they'd never met before, but were told by a woman, who they later found out whose name was Demetrix, that according to some form of oracle, if she did any harm to you, that it would end her life. In essence, she realized that she couldn't kill the party, so she sent them out of harm's way to a land far away from where they were. They awoke in a strange town, wearing wristbands. That is the current party minus Sam's character at the moment. They found themselves wearing strange little wristbands that meant that they couldn't move very far away from one another. They found themselves in a town which had an infected water supply, which, for all intents and purposes, makes the people almost immortal, but it also robs them of their free will and their ability to be angry or upset or even remember things, including harm done to them. As such, they seem ultimately docile. The town appears to have been taken over by some pirates who have been stranded here. Now, for your benefit, Sam, you have been a captain of these pirates, and we'll talk about how you get out in a little bit. But you have been a captain of these pirates for some time. Unbeknownst to the rest of the party, you have been in the town, and you will have made your escape, and we'll pick that up a little later. But in essence, the party basically have been following the son of the potion dealer in town. Sorry, not the son, the brother of the potion dealer in town, who had effectively discovered that he was getting no older and forever remaining 16 years old. This became strange to him, so he began to research what was going on, found out there was something in the water that was affecting the population. He left the town looking for the cause and to effectively turn off the great lighthouse to the east of the town, or to the city, I should say, in order to stop anyone else from coming there, because he realized that more and more people were coming, and that in essence they were never able to leave because they forgot why they arrived in the first place. The party, basically following his trail, found their way into the Great Lighthouse, and following the instructions that they found, have re-enabled it, meaning that ships can once again come to the city. This is great for the party because it means that they can actually leave, because prior to that, they had no way of actually escaping the city. The boats may actually even beat them back to the city, given that they're on foot, and the boats have been waiting the other side of the jagged rocks to get through. That the lighthouse helps them navigate a very, very tricky channel. As such, that has been opened. You had been followed by a split member of the pirate group. Several of them had basically split off from the main town and formed a base several miles east of the city, and you were currently being followed by a gentleman called Nicholas Wage, who it appears has left you for dust. As you exited the tower, you found that he has disappeared, and you're uncertain where he has gone. The party basically had at the previous session had decided to head back to town or to the city to see whether or not they could find their way out. There were still some unleft business in the city, such as you were aware that Demetrix's old tower to the north of the city may hold some answers about who she is, why she's done what she's done. There was also some bits that you found that discovered that a monk of Ian's order, that's forgetting the names now, Ryoshi's order, had come there some 50 or even 60 years previous, possibly even longer, and was never heard from again. But it has been discovered that he apparently was headed towards the tower at the last hearing, or that the townsfolk remember this person, or aspects of that have been relayed to you that he basically headed off to the tower, but again was never heard from again. So you find yourselves in and around the tower where you were. You're being followed by a wolf who you've been feeding several of the past few days.
Donnie Barco, he has a name.
He does. His name has been given by the party as Donnie Barco, and he's been following the party around, keeping his distance, uncertain as to whether or not he trusts the party just yet, but seems to be a regular theme now in the wilderness, in and around these areas. So, it's up to the party now. You have searched the tower. You have pulled out several things. Several things were found. A couple of weapons, some other things pulled out of the various drawers. You continue to search the tower, or you can head back to the city, whichever is your preference. So, you take it over to where you want to go, and it's up to you now. You are all caught up.
But I think the consensus was we're not going to be able to do anything in the city, really. Well, I suppose we could go back and start talking to the people coming off the boats and seeing if we could wrangle some support. Or we can go and dust it up with Demetrix and just, sort the whole thing out. I can't remember where this monk was, whether that was the same place that Demetrix was going to, or was it somewhere else?
Bear with me. I'm just going to see whether or not.
What I could really do with is a drink.
Oh, yes.
Right. The one thing I haven't brought up in this new map system, unfortunately, is the world map. So I'm afraid you're going to have to work with me on that one for this. But you've got at least 2 days travel to get back to either the tower or the city. And if you take the main road, you will be bypassing the camp of the people who were part of the pirates, who you previously had interacted with and were relatively neutral towards you, but didn't seem overly keen in helping or assisting you in any way. So, up to you. If you want to try and avoid them, you can, or you can follow the main road, and that will take the shortest amount of time.
Do we
one evening of camping, and it's up to you then whether or not you want to go back through the city or you want to avoid the city altogether. He says, the DM, hinting that there is potentially things in the city you may want to find. Sam, your character, will partly say right now is, at this very moment, releasing themselves from their bonds that were held by the pirates. And your current desire is to make it out of the city without them catching you, and find out where you are and whether or not you can get away from them. However, we'll come back to that in a little bit. The rest of the party, if you're headed back to the city, down the road, and I'll turn this map off for now. Apologies.
Going back to the city makes the most sense.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. Okay. In that case, undo the players. All right. We'll leave this map up for a moment, but you're headed back to the city. After about 3 hours of travel, you begin to see smoke rising from what would probably be the camp where the group who split off from the pirates would have been. Something big is on fire there now.
That's always a good sign.
Mm.
Trying to think of a Nicolas Cage joke, but it's not coming to me.
Shall we face off there?
Your choices now are to camp for an evening and make the other camp in the first thing in the morning, or get to the other camp in the evening when it is dark. You have a preference.
So is it getting dark now?
It's basically mid-afternoon, but you realize that the time it's going to take you to get there sundown will probably be an hour before you can get there. So you'll get there and it'll be dark, or you can camp maybe an hour away and then arrive first light. Up to you as to which you might prefer. Charlie, I'm not seeing you on screen. I don't know if you want to be, but your camera may or may not be working at the moment.
Who's that?
Charlie?
Who can't you see?
Charlie.
Oh, no, I can see her. She's fine.
Okay,
Yes.
I
weird.
see Charlie.
I can
Yeah.
see her as well.
Oh, I can't see Tom anymore.
Oh, DM's gone.
I had to refresh Discord. All good. Hey,
I don't know.
Yeah, I had that. All my USB devices went funny as soon as I loaded up VTT.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
it
disconnected
screwed
and
me out a bit.
reconnected, so
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, do we want to go to the cage match?
You can avoid it altogether. Yeah, you don't have to go there.
I mean, I suppose we might find out something about what they were up to that we might not have known before if we go and investigate. But
Yeah.
I suppose who burned it? Probably the other pirate people from the town. There might be some there, but I mean, we can probably take them on.
But I mean, if they burnt it, then surely they burnt everything of value there anyway.
Yeah, good point. I mean,
There might be survivors.
we could always camp there. If everyone's dead, we can always camp there, can't we? And maybe it's
Okay.
better than camping out in the wilderness.
Says making a fire.
Yeah.
Donnie Darko has been keeping his distance from you, but basically remains in sight of you, disappearing in and out of the trees and bushes. You seem to be aware of his presence, and he is aware of yours, and he seems to be tracking you, but keeping a distance of maybe 50 or 60 feet the entire time.
Can I do an animal handling check to see if I can get Donnie Barco's trust?
Absolutely. Yep. DC 12 for me. Go on.
There we go, 14.
Donnie basically comes up and sniffs your hand. You
He's a
notice two
good
things
boy.
about Donnie. This wolf is exceedingly well groomed, almost pet-like in their grooming. For a wild animal, that seems quite odd. Also, one eye is dark blue, and the other is a very almost translucent gold.
My character doesn't really know a lot about magic and
Nope.
stuff, so he probably doesn't think that it's some kind of polymorph creature.
Can I have anybody who wishes to give it a shot? Bear with me. Character. If you can give me an insight check on a DC 18, everyone, please.
Do that. No,
does that include? I doubt that includes me.
no, because you're not
No.
here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Stock.
sorry.
You recognize that this animal is intelligent. Highly intelligent. There's something about it, the way that it perceives things. It's more than just a wolf. And you picked up on that, and it's picked up that you picked up on it. And you're positive it winked at you.
I'm a bit
Okay.
alarmed by that, to be honest.
Yeah. Inappropriate.
I'm having a brain fart here. It's like usually you just click on the skill and it rolls it.
No, you
It
click on
does,
the
I
button,
did.
click on the number, not the skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just tried.
Hang on,
And it
are
just
you
tells me
doing
about
it?
the skill.
No, so if you click on like insight plus whatever it is you've got,
Yeah.
On your character.
Click on that and it's just telling me about the skill.
Weird.
Oh, stupidly me
Yeah.
beyond. Maybe if I try it if I have it in second tab without the VTT extension.
I've got mine just open like in
you know,
TT and it's working fine.
yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Last time I did it in 2 separate tabs, but it's worked fine this time.
Okay, so we think Donnie Barco's intelligent. So can we?
Yeah,
I
go
don't
on.
know what to do with this information.
So-
I'm scared.
Can we like? Has anyone got any paper or anything? Or is it like sandy dirt or something that we can sort of? I can write the name Donny in the dirt and like show him.
He looks at you, cocks his head to one side, and less of a bark, more of a sort of a low growl, and then takes off into the bushes.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So he's very precious about what he's called. Okay. I don't
Interesting.
think anyone's. Has Warren got speak with animals? I don't know yet because I think that's level 4.
He currently does not. No.
Mm. Maybe we need to try and find a scroll of talk with animals or something.
Okay.
So Tom and Dave, your cameras are both off. At least you are on mine.
Yeah, I reloaded VTT and it just reset all
there we go.
my.
Apologies.
VTT plays buggers with my USB connections for some reason.
Odd.
Weird.
Okay, so I suppose we deal with Donny later.
Okay. As you come up nearer to the camp, you realize the entirety of this ex-pirates camp is ablaze, or was ablaze. It's dying down now. What is also obvious is the 6 charred humanoid figures all sat at the table, bent over it, as if they were face down on the table and burned where they fell onto the table. Drunk or otherwise, who knows? But there are broken glasses on the table, and there are apparently no signs of a struggle. They're still wearing the now useless clothing and weapons that they had, but they looked like they were asleep when they burned.
Yeah, they uncoloned the Knicks.
It's also obvious that somebody has ransacked some of the things, possibly in a hurry. There appeared to be a chest which looks like it's had an axe taken to it rather than attempt to unlock it. And the contents basically look to be scattered across the floor in front of it, which includes several now empty bags.
Leather bags like coin purses or like
They
document
would have
bags.
been coin purses. Yeah, coin purses, look by the looks of things. And by the style, it looks like they may have been personal items related to some of the other Nicholases. One of them appears to have sort of magic components that have been sort of stomped into the ground. Whoever it was looking for something, found it, and then discarded the rest.
Interesting.
Hmm. Is it worth doing a search of the camp for whatever's not been ransacked, and then setting up
Okay.
camp ourselves for the night?
Okay.
It's worth
You
having a
set up
search
camp.
anyway.
Throughout the search, you find nothing of any worth. The fire has consumed just about everything. But it does become obvious to you from the positions of the people that they've either were poisoned or put to sleep. And the fire looks to have been set deliberately there because the fireplace that they had doesn't actually have any fuel in it. Which means somebody set light to their building that they had put together, which was obviously made of local forestry wood and thrown together, quite flammable, but it looks like this was an intentional fire.
Okay, so the pirate people finally got pissed off at the Knicks. I mean, the pirate people in town wanted the lighthouse recommissioning, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
So do you think they'd be happy when they saw it come on? So do you think that?
Can I have an investigation roll, please, from everybody?
You're okay.
Roishi, you're absolutely unaware of what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
All right?
Why just walking around like that?
That's right. I'm just stood there munching on a mushroom that I found on the floor in my own little
I see your
world.
dead people.
Rob with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
Just I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, can somebody do it for me? Because bloody, this above VTT just it's so laggy. I can't even get access to my character sheet.
I don't understand why. I
What,
literally
using-
am getting your character sheet up in like real time.
Using Chrome.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, maybe because I got on my 4K screen. I didn't have this last time.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, because it was on the 4K screen. Everything goes really, really slow.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, what
Slow.
was it?
Investigation.
Investigation roll was that?
Yeah.
Yep, and I've just made it for you, and you've succeeded. If you roll again, I'm going to take your roll. Oh,
Okay.
too bad.
Just take it, yeah.
All right, Inebrius, you're aware there is a path leading from the camp, headed back towards town, with what looks to be 2 footsteps and possibly dragging a bag behind them.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to point out to that. It's like, yeah, it looks like somebody's taking stuff there. Must be aware the beer's gone.
Whomever it was, they seem to be alone and in a hurry.
Right.
It's one of the Nicks, isn't it? It's who's the thief, Nick?
Nicholas Wage, and
Nicholas
he's
Wage.
the one who was with you and left you.
Yeah, he totally went back, poisoned them all, robbed this stuff, and he's now heading into the city, isn't he? Because he's the one that was the planted Nick, wasn't he? That said he'd renounced all his evil ways and just wanted to be our friend.
Hmm.
So yeah. Okay, well we know what happened here then. Shall we camp for the night and then head in the morning?
Okay. Not a problem. You camp up. Donnie Barco actually comes and nestles within about 20 feet of your camp, keeping an eye on you. What is interesting is at night, you can actually see his blue eye, almost through the darkness, but not his gold one.
Okay.
I don't trust this dog. I don't.
I forget what Warren's character's name is, but I'm gonna go. That's some magic shit. What's that?
Yeah, hold on. Warren will roll a quick magic check. He's getting the idea that the animal is somehow magically imbued, but he's not getting a tell on where it's coming from. But the animal is obviously intelligent and seems to have a minor magical aura, but not a huge one.
So what?
It's odd he can't get a full read on it.
So what are we talking? So it's like a magic wolf, not like something intelligent that has been wolfified.
Yeah, more that it's a magical animal rather than it is a polymorphed
Right.
being.
Okay.
Can I write him a threatening note? Just start pure threatening the dog. Is that reasonable? What?
I mean, writing a threatening
Oh.
note is always reasonable.
What is you do notice that during the night, Donnie Barco goes over and starts to dig next to the dead bodies.
I'll go, Donnie. We've got rations. You don't need to eat the dead. I'll go over and see what he's
He doesn't seem to be
doing.
touching the bodies. He just seems to be attempting to dig a hole.
What have you found,
He
boy?
keeps, he keeps looking at you as if he's judging you.
Listen,
I'm shaking my head at the dog the whole time. I'm just looking at the dog, giving him like the evil eyes.
He's looking at the bodies.
Nemesis.
He's looking at the hole, the shallow hole that he's dug. He's looking at you and cocking his head
right?
and whining.
Okay, Don.
It's almost like he wants us to
Donnie
bury
wants
them.
to bury the bodies. Yeah. Okay, all right, okay. I'll start digging a grave.
He's actually wagging his tail, looks at you, woofs slightly, and runs off into the woods.
Okay. Okay, well that's not weird. Okay,
We need to poo as well.
yes, it's going for a big poo. Yeah, okay, I'll start digging a grave.
You wish to. Okay.
I'll give a hand and start digging. And
To be
I'll
honest,
remember
burying
I've
the
got-
bodies doesn't take much. They're no longer have any fluid in them. They are crispy and easily crumbling.
Mm,
So
Nice.
in essence, sort of
Bacon
rolling
bits.
them off the table into a pile and covering them with dirt does not take more than about an hour and a half.
Shall we ask
At which point,
Joe's
Johnny-
character to do some clericy stuff over them, just to
Fair enough.
make sure they're good with stuff?
As you finish, Dolly comes back with 2 rabbits in his jaws, both dead, of course, drops them at your feet, looks at you as if approvingly, and then goes off to basically curl up and lie down.
Okay.
Okay. All of you may have an inspiration. You now are inspired the next 24 hours.
I don't know
You
from that
can go
description,
to your
Doug
character.
was inspired.
You can go to your character, and on your character sheet, you will see heroic inspiration. All of you are currently heroically inspired at the moment, and I'll tell you when it ends.
I was heroically inspired anyway, because I'm the human master race, which I'm sure is something that D&D definitely intended.
Sorry, my wife was just asking something. Right. Come the morning, nothing happens during the evening. It's deathly quiet. Donnie sleeps within maybe 20, 30 feet of the party, occasionally raising his head and looking at you, and then curling up and going back to sleep. The rabbits are perfectly fresh and easy to cook. In the morning, you begin your trek back towards the city down the road. Sam, you find yourself escaping from the bonds that you have and are making your way out of the town as quickly as possible in an attempt to basically free yourself from these pirates. However, something is amiss. You've discovered that people are screaming around the city, and you don't know why, but it makes it apparent to you that you need to get out of the city as quickly as is humanly possible. 2 seconds while I set something up. Eventually, you find yourselves towards the city. The road leading into the city, you find one half of Nicholas Wage. He has been severed in the middle. His body, the lower half of him is completely missing. But whatever has basically chomped into him has severed him at the waist. It looks like it may have taken him by surprise. Spilled around him is gold and silver coins from a bag that looks like it's been half eaten. Also lying there is what looks to be a wand.
Okay. I'm sure that won't come back. And I'd look at Donnie and I'll just go, "That you didn't. That's not. You didn't do that, did you, Donnie?"
Tommy's looking at this and sniffing and growling slightly.
Is it
Something has got him worried.
is it still around, boy? Is it close?
It looks to be looking towards the town.
Right. I suppose we should take all the golden stuff. Is there anything else, like documents or anything, or is it just gold and silver?
No, okay. You find amongst the scattered dust 85 gold, 211 silver, a wand, and a cup. The cup is made of what looks to be pure crystal. It's a little bigger than a shot glass. It has some weight to it, and it seems it's wrapped in vellum. Whoever took it or who owned it, it's a lot of value in that glass.
That's grand. That would be a good mate for. Oh shit! I can't remember the name of my bloody.
Inebrius.
No, the tankard.
I can't remember the name of my tankard. Bollocks. That would go well with my. Scrolling down a bit. Background notes.
Sam, as you flee the city towards the only road that you can see, you come across a party of individuals. There's a human, an orc, a dwarf, a couple of humans actually. You find yourself faced with people that you don't know. You currently have your weapon with you, but you are not wearing any armor. If you want to be wearing armor, you're going to have to go back into town and get it. So at the moment, you are armorless, right? But you do have a weapon. Your weapon, all right?
Yep.
You see a man come around the corner who looks a little bit surprised to see people. Is uncertain who he is, but you, Sam, are aware that whatever's going on in town doesn't seem to be going well. A lot of screaming going on, a lot of shouting. You got out, but you don't know what the problem was. Okay. Now, the rest of you, 2 seconds. Let's put people on the map. In readiness.
I'm holding my tankard out, going, Buffbeard, meat. Oh shit! I've got to think of a name for the cup.
Something to do with shot glass.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to ask AI.
Do you wish to approach the town or the city, or do you wish to avoid it altogether?
Who are you talking to?
All of you. You obviously need to talk to the man that you've just met. He can introduce himself. Sam, if you'd like to introduce yourself to the rest of the party.
Before he says anything, I'll just go, Donnie, bite his balls off, because he's running out of the city. He's clearly up to no good.
I'm going to greet Donnie. Obviously, I don't know Donnie's name at this point.
Yeah.
And hopefully try and give him a nice scratch behind the ear.
Donnie won't let you touch him, but he does not seem aggravated towards you. But no, he will not let you get anywhere near him at this particular point. And definitely not. You offer your hand and he looks at you. You too seem to realize that either he's a very, very well-trained pet, or potentially, from your perspective, possibly even a druid in polymorph form. But you can see the intelligence behind this animal's eyes. As a ranger, you're also aware that the color of his eyes bear no relation to natural wolves.
I'll obviously greet the party. I've just escaped from a nightmarish situation in the town. I don't know who was holding me, and it's all going Pete Tong in there. Any
Pirates have been
ideas?
holding you for months. In essence, you were captured far to the east and brought here on a ship against your will. The pirates were attempting to sell you into slavery, but in essence, they got to this town and they found out something was wrong. When the rest of the pirates separated and left the town, they decided to keep you there. You've been kept in a warehouse within the town, which you remember where it is, and you can go back to it. It was well guarded. There were 3 guards on duty the whole time, but they were not the most intelligent of people. They would get drunk most evenings, and you found your chance after several weeks of them effectively falling asleep. You had loosened your bonds. You escaped with your weapon, but not your armor, and made your way out of town the fastest way you knew possible, but realistically, because you had not been able to sort of explore, you were not really certain of where things were. You find your way out of the warehouse, you made your way through the shadows. You could hear the screaming coming from what sounded to be the town square. But you didn't really care. You were deciding to get out. You made your way out of the city, and around the edge, you climbed the wall and make it. You were basically headed for the road, heading east, thinking that might be the way home, when you ran upon this party. Pirates who captured you have no love for. You know that they have a gift magic user who seems to be either first in command, but has the captain's ear. And in essence, she mistreated you badly. You hold a bit of a grudge. You would like to basically hand her tongue at some point. She's beaten you, she starved you, she has put you under spells and made you dance for long periods of time for no apparent reason. But you would like to see this particular woman dead.
What is the party? What is your opinion of pirates? I'm gonna ask the party, just out of interest. And do you have any misgivings on ridding this town of their presence?
We're not big fans, really. They sort of tried to kill us quite a lot, and then we somehow ended up trying to do work for them. But yeah, I mean, personally, I don't mind knocking whoever's skull I need to knock to get this stupid bracelet off me, so I can get back to my life.
I mean, there's a magic user in the pirates. She might know something. She's
Oh,
not a particularly nice person, but
we met her. We met her when we were last in there. I think the current plan is honestly just to go and kill this Demetrix, and then this curse lifts, and we can use some of the boats that are coming in now that we've sorted out the lighthouse to leave. And obviously, we're going to have to deal with the pirates, because otherwise they're not going to let us get on the boats. So, yeah.
I might be able to. We might be able to help each other there then. Having just escaped from said pirates and wanting to let's say reclaim some of my dignity that they've stolen. Would be appreciated. I could help out if you would like.
Just one thing. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Garland.
You're not
Nice
known
to
by
meet
any other names, are you?
No, not at all.
So you're definitely not Nick.
No.
Right.
Who is Nick?
Definitely not a Nicholas.
Who is this Nick?
I'll point to the half
You
corpse on the ground.
Ah,
You have met this person before. He was basically the enforcer of the captain, and you know him to be an assassin. And he has killed at least 2 crew members that you know of, and seems to be was solely out for himself in all ways and means. He would regularly seem to change sides from whoever he thought was winning, and in essence, you knew him to be a two-faced piece of work. You cry no tears at his demise.
gonna spit on his corpse.
There we go.
World is a better place without that gentleman.
You didn't happen to see anything that might have been able to casually dismember a human on your way out, did you?
I didn't look, to be honest with you. I just wanted to get out as quickly as possible. It's pretty chaotic in there at the moment, to be honest with you. I kind of escaped via the shadows.
Okay.
You should now see a change in map.
That's still loading for me.
Yeah, it's still loading for me.
Yeah, still loading. Well, this is good. This is something that Frothbeard holding up a beer tankard, and his new friend, his squire Emberthroat holding up the little the little whiskey the shot glass, will be able to help us with them, free them from their tyranny.
My map is completely black. I
Just
can't see
playing
it.
with them like dolls.
Same with mine.
I can see a token, and that's it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see myself.
Okay, 2 seconds.
I was trying to get a Nicolas Cage put in, but I've got a list of his films, and none of them are really appropriate.
No,
I mean,
there we go.
you could say he's,
suppose we-
he's
All right. You can now see the entrance to the city.
Oh, that one. Before we do anything else, there was a wand and stuff, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Warren's character get to have a gander at it?
He can't use this wand, so it's of no use to him. However, when we get some of the other characters back, such as Ragtar, he may be able to take a look at it. It would be something he might be able to
Oh,
use.
Warren's the priest, wasn't he? I keep thinking he's a mage.
Yes, that's right.
Who's taking the gold?
I took
Sorry.
the gold. I took the gold.
So you got the gold and silver on your character sheet?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as we don't forget it.
Yeah.
I've got the gold.
As you begin to come down back out, you notice something crawling across the top of the wall. So you begin to see that the things that were living in the sewers
Oh, those things.
have obviously come out of the sewers, and they've gotten big.
Ugh.
They're really big, and they seem to be randomly eating people. You don't know how many of there are, but you can see one on the walls. It notices you and begins to climb down the wall. Climb down the wall and around towards you.
Oh,
Well,
right.
it is time to get rid this place of these. This. Is it still there?
Yeah, oh yes.
Can we? Are we rolling initiative?
Yep, I'm just about to
Right.
do that now.
Because if we're not rolling initiative, I'm casting a spell on it.
Seconds.
Where is initiative on this?
Remember.
You just click on the whatever your initiative plus
Oh, yeah.
number is, and it'll roll it.
Yeah, the speed difference between the VTT on 4K and on my 1080p is significant. On 4K, it's just so slow.
Yeah, it's probably like really badly optimized for memory, so we give it a 4x the resolution. Yeah. And when I've got it on my 1080 because my 4K's got about 1 million screens up for the stream.
This means I get to see all you lot in 4K now.
No.
It's on with that. The camera a bit more central.
Ooh.
Oh, that's showing you my the bit more of my fist.
Okay. Initiative has been rolled. Right. Alon is first. Find him. Seconds. Alon basically is going to stay towards the back of the party and heal people. You begin to notice as you look through the gates, there are several more of these creatures through the gates. If you stay here, they're going to have to cross the bridges to get to you. They don't seem to like to go in the water. All right.
We might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll take the right one and try and block it up. If Soak, if you want to take the left one, then we'll sort of tank them. And then,
Deal.
you know, the magic users can...
Okay, hold on.
I can smite them along with you two.
Yep.
I think I'm just going to stand there aghast going, what the hell are these things?
What weapon have you got?
I should have
Let's assume
a
bow.
longbow.
Please be a bow.
Yeah, longbow.
Cool.
Okay, Okay, all of you should now be blessed.
Oh. Forget what bless does.
I believe it gives you a +1 on everything.
Is there a ticky thing to tick?
Hold on, I'm just trying to figure that out. 'cause
Conditions,
cast it-
yeah. No, it's not condition.
Right,
Seconds.
I'm just gonna move myself into position, and or do you want us to wait for initiative first?
Hold on, he has cast bless. Bless up to okay. You may add 1d4 to your attack rolls for your saving throws. And the spell lasts. Right.
Concentration, I believe, is it?
I believe it is, yes.
I mean, 1d4's not to be sniffed at.
No, exactly.
Oh.
That's the whole point. It is. Yes. All right. I can pick 3 of you. Not all of you. So I am going to pick Ian, Sock, and Ian, Sock, and Inebrius, because you're in the party that he knows you. So all 3 of you are blessed. So until Elon stops concentrating, you will get 1d4 on your attack rolls. All right.
Hashtag bless.
That's Tybor.
Oh, I'll give myself exhaustion. Hang on a second, I need to fix that.
Okay. He is going to try and fire a witch bolt. Which didn't do very well. 2 seconds, did that actually hit? I have to swap between screens, apologies. No, the witch bolt unfortunately missed. Or does he get a saving throw against that? Hold on, he may take half damage whether he likes it or not. Apologies. Playing with 3 characters now. I've got to try and keep my head about me. 2 seconds. No, he has missed. Unfortunately, that has missed. So it is next is Inebrius. You're up.
Right, I shall move here to the point of position so I can see this one, and I will cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
So that's
What's
it's not let me bloody click on the bloody attack roll. So it's a Dex 13. So I presume. No, that's a Dex. That's a Dex, and I need to add a D4 on the top of that. So well, and I miss.
Fortunately, you have missed. Okay. Arlen, you're up.
Can I cast
Now,
Hunter's
distance
Mark?
to there is 65 feet.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark and then mark the chappie on the right over there.
That one. Okay.
That's accidentally rolled one additional 1d6, and then I'm gonna try and shoot it with my longbow.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, ignore that. Apparently clicking that rolls damage.
It's taking a little bit of time.
What does what does the spell give you? I'm sorry. Is it makes him?
Yeah, so Hunter's Mark gives you additional 1d6 damage on your like marked foe.
Okay.
It's a bonus action. Imagine you mark one creature you can see within range as your quarry until you spell ends. You deal an extra 1d6 damage, force damage. Has that rolled my attack for my longbow? That actually hits. There we go.
Did you get? Waiting for the number to come up.
Thinking about it.
Sorry,
Oh, 15.
It's still
Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, hit.
nice. So I'm guessing it's the damage roll now.
Yep.
Separately, yeah. See
And
that.
you get an extra d6. Did you say because of the?
1d6, yeah.
God, that's slow.
Yeah, I think it might be my internet.
Okay, and roll the d6 as well.
I'm getting shouted at.
Taking a really long time.
Sorry. I've got thrown up, Tom, is I misread the rules for Sacred Flame. So next time I do it, I will do it properly. So it's actually they do a Dex 13 saving throw. It automatically hits, but they do a saving throw. So we'll just So obviously I messed this up, but next time I do it, we'll do it properly.
Come on. Can you tell me what it rolled, Sam? And I'll just do the.
Oh,
there we
three.
go.
There we go.
3 more.
I'm still 3, I think.
That's fine. Okay. He's hit,
And
but still in it. You wish to move up or anywhere from where you are?
I think I'm happy staying here, so I'm going to end my turn for now.
Okay, Ryoshi, you're up.
Can I see if there's any trying to come through the gate at all?
There's 2 coming from the back that have seen you and will probably be coming through the gate towards you.
All right, I'll move up then, and I'll hold an action, assuming that they're going to attack, and I'll hold an attack action for when they're closer within range.
Not a problem. Okay. Sock, you're up.
I don't know what to do actually. I don't really want to just run over. I have some daggers. Can I throw them? Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Long distance, but yeah, absolutely. You're currently 30 feet from one of them. The other one, it's 50 feet, and you'll effectively have to move into a better position, or you'll currently get some minuses because you're basically right behind Dave's character. Being beside him will reduce that, but the gate's big enough that you can fire through. That's not a problem.
Okay. So I move up kind of like, I don't know, would I move kind of over here and shoot over that way, or would I have to move up?
Yeah. Okay, absolutely.
I'm going to try that for nothing, if that's alright.
Okay.
What do I have to do for that?
Are the gates actually shut or open?
Open.
Okay, I'll open them then because we can't see them.
Oh, apologies. Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm sorry. Oh, well spotted.
Oh, there's another bugger.
Yeah. At least in one other bugger. I think the other 2, we might be occluded by something. The other one we might be occluded by something.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, there it is.
There you go. They were on a level slightly lower. Didn't realize that. They're on the right level now. Okay.
Do I have to do
You can
anything?
throw your daggers. I'm guessing it's this one on the right, on the side.
Yeah. I've got my hit dice for these daggers, but I don't know if that is it the same for if it's thrown or if it's like melee. Because
I believe the thrown you get your dex bonus rather than your strength bonus. 2 seconds. I'll bring up your character sheet and I'll find out for you.
yeah, sorry, I get confused with it sometimes.
No, that's fine.
I think it's the same hit dice.
It's the same. Okay.
It says range 20-60, so as long as they're within 20 feet, you can just hit the +5. If they're within 60, you need to do a minus on it.
Yeah. Yeah. 20 feet, no penalties. Up to 60 feet gets a penalty of -4. Yeah, -4. So you might want to get closer.
Yeah, that's probably not worth it then, is it?
Actually, you are currently within 20. You're all good.
Okay, cool. I'll do that then.
All right.
I think we might have a rearrangement between me and Soap next round. Because we both can absorb damage, but Soap can do a lot more melee than I can.
Okay, you have definitely hit with that. Roll your damage. Okay, unfortunately, not as much damage as you would have hoped, but a solid hit.
I'll take that. I don't think I've got any useful bonus actions.
Okay.
No, I got nothing.
Okay, Ragtar's up. Bear with me while I bring up Ragtar's character. I think he's got some cantrips. I'll throw one of those. Yeah, there we go. What's the range on that? 120 feet, no problem. Unfortunately, his Eldritch Blasts miss. He's going to use his Heroic Inspiration and try again. That's what it's there for, and I don't want to have to keep track of it. Unfortunately, it's just as bad. He's there on the right-hand side, but unfortunately the Eldritch Blast just misses. Next up is Carrion Crawlers. All right, first we have 2 seconds. It's their movement. Okay, Ryushi, you gotta get your wish. Carrion Crawler has come through across the bridge and is facing you.
I'm going to hit it in its stupid face.
Okay, this one's coming up around the back.
I forgot to put the fight colour on. Sorry.
Oh, crit miss.
There we are. You can tell it's a battle.
Yeah, so then I will use my unarmed strike as a bonus action. Or do I want to flurry of blows it? Right, for now I'll just do an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Sake. 9. I imagine that doesn't hit.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. These things seem to be harder than they look. And unfortunately, they now get to have a strike at you.
Great. I slept funny and I'm all... I need to do my my stretches before the fight.
I could see that, Tai Chi.
Yeah.
Okay. It rolls a 6 against you, Ryoshi. I'm guessing that's probably a miss.
Yeah.
It takes a very sloppy bite, but doesn't really do much. It doesn't come anywhere near you.
Okay, I'll take that.
Goes for Inebrius.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Inebrius, it looks like it's hit rather hard.
Oh, bugger.
It lands a solid blow for 6 points of damage.
So, right, okay. Oh. Damn it. What's the point of in armor when they do that?
Okay. They've all moved. 2 of them seem to be after you, obviously. Alon's up. He is currently still concentrating on the bless. Do not forget that you get a 1d4 to your attack rolls, please.
Would it have made a difference on a 9?
No, it would not have. All right. What is apparent is the carrion crawlers do not seem to want to get near the water and seem uneasy being kept on the bridge. As such, while they are on the drawbridge, you get advantage. If, however, they may try and push through you instead of a normal attack. If they do, they will attempt to bulldoze you to get more into open area behind you. But they don't seem to like the idea of going in the water. So you currently get advantage for this round. And it is Alon who is continuing to concentrate on the bless and will move up to the back of the party to try and make certain that he can cast healing spells should it be necessary. Next up is Ivor. Start killing off characters. I have told too many of them. Thanks, guys. Okay, he is going to do a firebolt. Hold on. Also 1d4. Right. With his advantage, actually, with his advantage, he is hit. Anyway. For a total of... Nine points. Right. He has hit the one in front of Inebrius for 9 points. Nice solid blast in the face with a firebolt. Inebrius, you're up.
Right, I'm going to use my longsword and strike the one directly in front of me.
You are at advantage, remember this.
I'm at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a natural 20.
Double damage.
So,
What
okay, so just to note, I have natural sap with my longsword so that I will give the creature disadvantage for the next turn.
Fantastic.
Anyway.
Okay.
As long as I don't kill it. So,
I mean, that's fairly
damage.
disadvantageous if it's dead.
So that's 11. So double that's 22.
Nice.
Is it dead, or because then I'm going to do a bonus if it isn't?
It is not dead, but it is hurt rather badly.
So I'm going to do my bonus action, which is to cast a spell of Thunderous Smite, which is blah 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 blah. Your strike rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of me, and the target takes an extra 2d6 thunder damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on strength saving throw or be pushed 10 foot away and held prone.
Okay.
So
saving throw.
So that's an extra 5 points of damage to it.
Okay. And it's got to save against what kind of saving throw?
Hold on. Let me just clear those. It must succeed on strength saving throw.
It saves. Unfortunately, it is quite on that quite heavily on that bridge. It will not move. It is, however,
hoping knocking into the water.
Yeah, I was
the other
thinking
one.
so. That would have been cool too, but unfortunately, it has clung for dear life. But it is definitely bruised and battered. Garland, you're up.
So the one that I marked beforehand, I'm gonna attack again with my longbow.
Oh, sorry, ignore that dice roll. Sorry.
It will eventually happen.
I know. I don't know why this is acting so slow tonight. I do apologize. I've shut down everything on my machine in case it was me. Nice. That's a wow. Is that a natural 20?
Yeah, looks like it.
Was a nat 20?
Yeah, if it's a B, it's a natural.
Sweet.
Want to double damage? Hit it.
So I've got the initial damage, and then I've got the extra 1d6 damage because it's marked.
Okay, all doubled. So if you want, you can roll the dice. Just roll the damage and do the additions at the bottom by selecting the dice underneath the chat.
Yep. Oh. It's just being slow. Come on. Come on. Oh, I don't know why it's rolled 3 dice. You only rolled 1. You want to take the first of the dice. The
Just
rolls.
roll it again, dude. Mind you, that might take too long. Tell me what the first 2 dice are then. So it's your damage. So it's 6. Now, was there any bonuses there?
So the first roll was 5. So that'll be double to 10, and then add basically the first of the dice rolls was a 2, so add a 4, so 14 in total.
No problem.
And then if I hit a creature with a longbow and deal damage to the creature, I can reduce its speed by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay, excellent.
I'm gonna move a little bit closer as well, I think. And then I think I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Bear with me. Yep. Okay.
I just got kicked out.
What?
Yeah, it's alright, I'm loading again. It crashed.
You are up, by the way.
Okay, I shall try and hit this carrion eater in its stupid face. Again.
You are at advantage.
Fuck's sake. With advantage, I got a 12.
Don't forget your D4.
Fair enough.
Oh, and I get a
You
D4.
have
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and a 1d4. That will hit.
A 15?
Perfect. All right. You have hit.
Okay, damage. 7.
7. Nice, solid strike.
Okay. I am going to spend a focus point. And I'm going to do a flurry of blows. And I am going to spend another focus point to do Hand of Harm on the first unarmed strike I do against it. This is an advantage, isn't it, still?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to try and hit. Oop, didn't roll advantage. I mean, that'll do it. 24.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll do it again in case I crit, but no, I didn't crit. Okay, so that does...
Your rolls are coming in real fast
4
now.
bludgeoning damage plus Hand of Harm, which is 1d6 plus 2 necrotic damage.
Ooh, okay.
Another 6 necrotic damage, so that's 9.
Yeah, that hurt it quite a bit.
And I have another unarmed strike after that because of flurry of blows.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do Hand of Harm on that one. So another hit. 20.
Nice.
4 damage.
These
Right.
damage rolls are a bit cursed today.
Yeah.
They are a bit, but you have hurt it quite badly. It's definitely under half of what it had. You've broken a leg or two, and maybe you twisted a mandible.
Okay. No.
Zoc, you're up.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna do exactly what I do best. I'm gonna kind of sneak over here, and I'm gonna get in with a little unarmed strike. I have to
Okay.
reach over and Ibris a little bit, but I should be able to reach. It should be fine.
It's not a problem. You are still at advantage.
I 19.
That's a hit.
Yay! Oh,
You got a kill seal, aren't you?
No, unfortunately, it's not enough to kill it. It's hanging in there. It probably will take maybe one, maybe two more strikes, but it's still got some life left in it. You wish to do anything else? Any other actions?
I might have to do a little flurry of blows as my
Okay.
bonus action there. Then, in which case, so yeah, I'll spend one of my focus points and I'll do that if I can figure out how to roll at advantage. Sorry.
You right click on the number, you can then select advantage and then
There we
click
go.
roll.
I was trying to figure out what the command would be. I was like using all of my brain
Nice.
power. Oh,
Solid hit.
amazing. And then one of those. I hit him for 7. Do I have
Oh,
to hit?
nice.
Do I have to do the hit twice for flurry of blows? Is that how that works? Or does it just do it once and then you just get to do 2 strikes?
You roll the damage for that strike and then you just strike again.
One more hit.
Well, I have one more then, in which case. Let me do that. I think that will hit. Yeah.
That
That'll
hits.
do it.
Oh.
With
Well.
the perfect strike, you
Welcome to the club.
you put your fist through the head of the beast and pull out its tiny little brain.
Three kill sealers, monks.
Throwing the remains to the side, you watch it expire and its body slowly slide into the water.
Ew.
Charlie,
Yeah,
have you
you're
gone up
covered
to
in
level?
bug egg.
Have you done your up to level 3?
I don't think she has actually.
Have you? Okay.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you? I know Ragtar hasn't. So,
Oh yeah, you have.
Yeah, I'm not-
Yeah.
right, it's Ragtar up now.
Am I right to run for a quick break? Is that alright?
Absolutely, you go for it. I'm just going to sit here and work out Ragtar's rolls. Right, we're going to move Ragtar up next to you, Ryoshi, if that's all right. And he will eventually go when Charlie comes back for a hammer blow with his magical hammer. Which should have been an advantage, so I need to roll that again. Neither of which hit. Unfortunately, Ragtar has stepped up and not done anything. Any more NPCs? No. Right. Before the carrying crawlers attack you, we'll stop there for 5 minutes. I'm just going to grab another cup of tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
go around and look after somebody's cat, and they didn't tell me that in their living room they had 4 Furbies switched on, and when I walked into the dark living room, all I could hear was these little fucking things chattering in the dark. It hit me up something chronic.
That's some
many
kinky
years
stuff.
Many years ago, we used to have workstations in a data center in the place I worked, and I set them up to randomly bleat. So that people in the data center walk past them, all they would hear is "Meh," and it was at random. So hopefully they never realised.
Nice.
Cool. Right. It's the carrion crawler's turn to move. All right. They've seen one of their brethren die, and whilst one of them seems to be coming at you, the others seem to be hesitating. They seem to be chittering to each other, and it's as if they are talking to one another, possibly, but they're not moving up on you. They seem to be staying away from going through the gates at this particular point, trying to potentially draw you in. What is obvious is they now seem to be exuding what looks to be a green slime from their mandibles. And I have a memory check from you, right, Oshi, because I think you're carrying them.
What's a memory check?
I just have an intelligence check, please. I'll have an int check DC 10, please.
Oh, this ain't gonna go well. Oh, apparently it's better than I thought. So I do have anti-centipede poison antidote on me.
You do.
I've got three of them.
Yes, and you remember that you picked these up before, and these things seem to be related to these creatures. You don't know what the poison does, but you remember that it wasn't particularly nice, but you seem to have 3 vials of something that will help. Okay. It is the party's turn. It is Alon's, and he will continue with the bless. Keep you blessed as much as possible. So it is now Tybor's. Tybor is going to try. It's another one of these. I'll try a witch bolt again.
Can I just add one thing?
Yes.
With my hunter's mark, when your creature is marked by your hunter's mark, you know whether the creature has any immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities, and if the creature has any, you know what they are.
Okay. Okay. The poison basically causes paralysis, as well as damage. They have in terms of immunities, they're immune to their own poison, obviously, but you're aware that they have a paralysis poison. Okay. The witch bolt hits quite well, actually. All for him. Right, and that is. Send it. Hello. Where'd it go? If I close the character sheet before the roll finishes or displays, it doesn't come out. Stop that. Fine, I'll do it the hard way. Okay, the witch bolt hits the one in front of Ryoshi. Actually, no. We'll make it this one. For 20 points of damage. Hitting it quite hard. Meaning the one basically on the other side of the gate is currently white damaged now. The Witch Bolt has done its job. Inebrius, you're up.
Right, I'm going to use a guiding bolt against the one straight in front of me.
Okay.
Which is roll to hit, plus my D4 that typical.
You better be a good D4. Unfortunately, that's not enough.
Damn it.
You are blessed. You do get you get another roll because it's at advantage. Remember?
Oh, it's advantage. So what? I do a second roll.
Yeah.
The hit. Yep. And add the D4 to it this time.
Oh, hold on. So, but this is a spell. So.
Do you not get advantage against spells? I thought you did.
Oh no, you must do. You must do.
They're
Hold on.
both to hit.
Okay.
So you get advantages to hit.
Yeah.
But that's even worse. Sorry, ignore the damage. Just, yeah. To hit is 9. Oh yeah, I've got the D4 as well.
You can get it if it's a 4.
No,
You're
not
gonna
a chance.
anything else?
Not a chance.
All right. Unfortunately, your best efforts have missed.
Unfortunately, it would have been good damage though.
Do you wish to stay in the way, or do you wish to move aside?
I think I'll let her move aside to let soak of the full path. If she wants to do a mad charge, and then I can always heal her.
I like the sound of that.
That sounds like foreshadowing. Charlotte, you're up.
I'm pretty much going to do exactly the same as I did last time. I'm going to aim for the one on the other side that I'd hit before and marked. So hopefully that's going to roll a dice. Hopefully it hits.
Tune in next week to find out.
Yeah.
On Tales of Intrigue.
Unfortunately,
Plus D4.
that is a miss.
Plus D4 though, because
Yep.
oh, you're not blessed, are you?
No, only some of you are blessed. I'm afraid.
Does he get advantage though? Oh no, because it's not on the water.
Let's see if
Any
there's
other
anything
bonuses
else
you
I
can think
do.
of?
I don't believe so. I've only got the Hunter's Mark and Hunter's Law, which allows me to see those sorts of things.
These creatures also cannot swim. So whilst they can climb walls, if they are in the water, they're going to drown. All right.
Yep. I'm gonna just move a little bit closer into the center, and then I'll end my turn.
I wonder whether it's worth doing a shove attack.
Okay, I will do my usual. I will strike the one in front of me. 13.
That's a hit. Just
Okay.
grab it by one of its little antennae and begin to pound its face in.
9 damage.
Nice. All right, it's hurt, but still there.
Okay, I'm going to take my
Still fight back.
unarmed strike. Oh, which I get advantage on,
That's a
don't I?
hit.
But that's a hit anyway, yeah.
Yep.
A 7.
Oh, nice. Okay. It's definitely hurt. You've snapped both of its antennae off, and one of its mandibles is broken. It's definitely hurting.
Yeah. I don't think... No, I've already used my bonus action. So, yeah. Yep.
Soak, you're up. Now, you can't get past Ragtar and Ryoshi, but you can move up towards the one that's on your side if you wish.
Yep.
Or if you want to try a thrown or something against the one, then you can. But they're currently blocking your path to get a strike in on the drawbridge.
Now I'll just leg it for him, I reckon.
Okay.
I'll move up here.
You get out of the way. Yeet it out of the way.
That's the plan. I'm just gonna batter it, to be honest with you. I don't...
Okay.
Am I still advantage for that? Is that how that works? Or is that... I'm confused.
What? Sorry?
Am I advantage for that still, or is that different?
At the moment, you are advantaged because you're blessed. So yes, you still have advantage.
Okay. Sorry, I got confused. Cheers. Ugh.
Oh, nice.
That's a hit. Nice. That's a hit.
Ugh.
Not a hard hit, but a hit all the same. You give it a good kick in the face. It doesn't seem that phased by it, but it is a little bit battered and has taken several hits.
I'm going to keep going.
It is, yeah, unarmed strike. Ah, unfortunately, that has missed.
That roll is atrocious. Do you know what? I'm embarrassed.
You do a roundhouse kick, and unfortunately, it ducks. You go straight over its head. Ragtar is going to hit the one in front of Ryushi with his hammer. Which hits. For 5 points, which is just enough. Basically, whack it, a nice one, and send it sliding into the water.
Yeah.
That's another one down. Right. The rest of them, however, sensing that you may be coming in, have started to close on Sock.
Oh, bloody hell. How many are there?
So are they underneath
You see a large
that thing
group
now?
of them. They are on the opposite side, and they are effectively on your level.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are currently staying inside and away from the water. However, the one in front of you, Sock, gets to hit. It is currently exuding a bunch of poison and is attempting to bite you with it. It, however, looks to have done very, very badly. You were prepared for this, and it misses you entirely. The other one can't seem to get past that one, so there's not enough space unless it backs up or you push it away. At this point, however, you are blocking the path for anyone to get round you or fight beside you. Missile weapons I'll allow because it's a large creature, but you're on your own hand-to-hand at this point up there. All right?
Okay.
Alon. Let's see. What does Alon got? Does anyone need healing? Alon is asking. Is everyone all right with hits?
Anibris has taken a hit.
If I do this, I drop the bless. Do you want to keep with the advantage, or
No, keep with the brand. Keep the bless.
Okay.
I'm not
in
that damaged.
case, he's going to move up a little bit to about there to stay close, but he's going to continue with the concentration on the bless. It's now time for Tybor, who is going to try a missile. Move his character up. By a firebolt. I know why it's taken so long now. It's the graphic on the die roll. Okay, that hits. Also doesn't help that I had it. Which I believe, yes. It's for 10 points. Come on, Joe. I know it hit for 10 points because I just saw you roll it. Right, a firebolt whizzes past your ear, Doc, as Tybor basically fires a firebolt at the creature just in front of you, and basically catches it quite well. Inebrius, you're up.
Right, I'm going to just go back to the old traditional Sacred Flame, which is it needs to do a Dex 13 save.
Okay. It does not. How much damage does it take?
1.
Woo!
Okay.
It's radiant, but
Yeah, you have toasted the bug. There you go.
What's that smell?
Yeah. Arlen, you're up.
Do I have like clear line of sight to the one that I was targeting beforehand or not?
No, you're gonna have to either get up behind Ryoshi, and he's now gone behind the parapets. In essence, you're gonna have to either get up close or stand within sort of line of sight, direct line of sight south beneath him. You could fire past Ryoshi and Ragtar, the one that's in front of them, if you wish. But the one that you had Radiant or you Hunter's Mark on is currently out of sight.
Okay. I think I'll target the one that's that I can actually see from where I am. Do I need to move it
a little bit to the right? Yes.
To there.
Up there. There you go.
And
And
then
your current distance is 30 feet.
yeah, so that's less than required. So I'm gonna hit it with my longbow, see if that.
You do not get advantage at this currently.
And I don't have the hunter's mark, so it won't do the additional 1d6 because it's only on the other one.
Good solid hit though.
Yep.
Nice hit.
Right.
If you tell me what the roll is before it gets there, I'll take it. I'll trust you.
I can't see on mine yet either.
Wow. There we go. 6 points.
Nice.
Right. That currently one has been undamaged until now. Oh, long way.
That's that'll be me done. On
Okay.
that one.
You dinged it a little bit, but it's quite healthy. Ryoshi, you're up.
Okay.
That one should be slowed for by 10 till the next turn as well. That one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to charge forward and hit that one. Wait, do 14.
That's a hit.
A hit, so roll damage. 5. I am, because I've done damage to it, I'm going to use Hand of Harm, which does an extra 1d6 plus 2 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So that's 11 damage.
That has hurt it quite heavily. All right.
And
that's
and I'm going to hit it with
yeah.
an unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay. Lay down that.
12.
Unfortunately,
I'm blessed.
That is a miss.
I'm blessed.
Roll again.
There we go. So 16.
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
For 7 damage.
Okay. Right. You've done quite a bit of damage to that one. It's rethinking its buggy life as to whether or not it's made the right choices as a pupa. Sock, you are up. One in front of you is looking quite hurt and may try to disengage if you don't kill it, in which case you'll get an attack of opportunity.
Fair enough. Well, I'm sure you can guess what I'm going to do to it.
Kick it in the chuff.
Voice.
Is that it?
In the brief moment it thinks about whether or not it should be here, you give it a good solid kick to the side of the head. And it expires.
Splattered it in
Nice.
my head. Let's go.
You spilt my pint.
Okay, Ragtar. Okay, Ragtar is going to move up a little bit. Just sort of behind you, Ryoshi, and try a firebolt over your shoulder.
Not a fireball.
Hold on, not a fireball, firebolt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just seeing. Hold on, I'm seeing what other spells he's got, just to make certain he hasn't got anything.
We all know about the firing a fireball at the wrong place.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it goes a bit wild and misses entirely. Hey, he rolled a 1. That's not going anywhere. So it's now the carrion crawler's turns. Okay. This one decides that it's going to stand on its friend. It is currently at disadvantage to attack you. I'm just going to get rid of this one. But it does get to attack you. Bear with me. What's your armor class, Sock?
14.
It misses. Obviously, it's uneven ground. Oh, I just got disconnected. Am I still there? Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
There we go.
I can still hear you.
Okay. It's
Still see you.
Above VTT crashed on me by the looks of things. Okay. It has missed. The one against Ryoshi. Oh, is it? Has it? Hasn't it? No, probably not. It rolls a 14. Your armor class, Ryoshi?
15.
It gets close. It basically mandibles straight past your ear, but it doesn't do anything.
So I sort of grab it by the side of the head and it's sort of going in my face.
Hey, it is all that they can do at the moment. They're sort of pinned in and 1-to-1. So we are now back to Alon, who will continue with the Bless to give you the 1d4. Ivor will wade in with seconds. Come on, finish rolling. Thank you. I think that's a miss. Yes, it is. That's an 11. Unfortunately, it looks to have. Oh, it's a 6. In fact, it's even worse. He's missed, meaning inebrious. You're up.
Right. No, I'm not going to waste my last spell point on going involved. I'm just going to do Sacred Flame again.
Okay. Against the one in front of Sock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because I like you doing all the dice rolls for me.
Fair enough. All right. DC
13.
Strength check. Yeah.
Dex.
Oh, Dex. I'm sorry. That's different. Dex roll is a 20. It saves. How much damage does it take? None or half?
No. So
Okay.
I'm going to move behind Soak so that I can, worst case, I can lay on hands.
Okay. Garland, you're up.
So I'm gonna basically attack the one that's in front of me again, line of sight.
Again. Okay.
I'm hoping I'm. What round of combat are we on now? I think it's about the 4th.
Fifth. I think 5th round, 6th round.
6th round.
Fifth round.
Okay. Just counting the arrows. I think I have 14 left.
Okay.
We traditionally treat arrows as unlimited, but
Yeah. I'm happy that you can. Daggers, on the other hand, are different. Unfortunately, that misses. Arrow just doesn't make it through the tight sort of spot that you have visible there. Ryoshi, you're facing this beast. It is covered in poison. It really wants to bite you. Go on.
okay, I shall proceed to hit it. With advantage. Do I get advantage because I'm blessed?
No, you get 1d4 to it,
Okay.
which won't be able to hit, even
No.
if you roll a 4, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So, you have missed.
Then I will
Soap.
use my unarmed
Oh, sorry.
strike.
Okay.
Yeah, that did.
Also a miss.
Also a miss.
Okay. Sock, you're up.
I don't think there's really anything else for me to do here. I've got my defense behind me. I'm good. I'm just gonna keep at it.
Okay.
Rough.
That's a hit.
Oh! By some miracle. Oh my god. Why does this keep happening to me today?
It's a hit, but unfortunately a bit of a glancing blow. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And Ragtar is up. Not
Oh,
least.
got a second one. Sorry.
Oh, you got a neck one? Sorry, apologies. Second attack.
Yeah.
That's a hit. And another 4. Nice. Okay.
Great damage rolls from me today. I bet you so
Well,
much.
it's hurting, but it's still definitely there. Now Ragtar. Come on. Yeah, that's probably still his best bet. Just hits. Fantastic. I hate that I have to keep clicking on and off. Summer browser windows, that's what I need. Okay. A solid strike to the face with a firebolt. For 6 points of damage. Right, it is now the carrion crawler's turn. This one is coming up over the wall. It's slower, but it will not be able to attack you this round, but will next.
From the wall?
From the side of the wall.
From above?
Basically at about head height.
Okay.
Alright. It will get minuses, but it will get to attack next round. The one in front of you, however, gets to attack. Tries to chomp on you. And rolls 19. I believe that hits.
It's who?
You, Ryoshi,
Okay.
in front of you. And the damage is the bite itself is 7 points of damage, but the poison that sinks into the wound.
Okay, before we get to the poison, I've got a reaction. I've got deflect attack. So I roll 1d10 plus 6. And if and I manage to negate that much damage, and if I negate down to 0, I can then deflect it, redirect it. So I'll roll my 1d10 plus 6. So I negate 11 points of damage, so it doesn't hit me.
Okay.
Well, it hits me, but it doesn't do any damage to me.
Okay. The poison then falls. Yeah. All right.
I need a focus point to redirect it, so I'll just take no damage.
Fine. Okay. You basically deflect the bite with the mandibles, and in essence, the poison drops harmlessly to the floor. It almost got you, but not quite. All right. Stalk. Again, attacking you. One in front of you.
Yeah.
17, which I believe is a hit. Armor class of 14. Yes, it does. Are you doing deflection as well, or do you have that ability?
I do have that. I don't know how to do it though.
You on the sheet, if you find scroll down to reactions, it's got deflect attack, and you just click the 1d10 plus 6, and that shows you how much damage you negate.
Brilliant.
You basically do much the same and deflect the attack. It can't bite you. It misses. It lands a bite, but you prevent it from basically sinking its mandibles into you, and the poison falls harmlessly to the floor.
So if you've got a focus point, you can now do redirect attack and roll a 2d6 plus 3 and do that much damage to the creature that attacked you, if you wanted to. For a focus point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, can I do that?
Go for it.
Yeah, that's fun. Let me mark that off and then do this one.
Nice.
Okay, you sink its mandibles into itself for 9 points of damage.
Epic. Monks of circle.
Basically causing it to bite itself. And you quip, why are you biting yourself? Okay, Aelon's going to continue with the bless. He isn't going to do anything else. Or, again, probably with one of the cantrips, because they're free, and I don't have to think about it. I gotta stop doing that. If you close your character window before the dice roll graphic finishes, it seems to not post it because it hasn't registered the roll yet.
Yep.
It's a bit rubbish.
That is flaky as hell.
Because surely it chooses the number and then does the graphic. That's
I don't
how
think
I
it does.
would
I think it actually simulates the dice and then takes the roll from what the graphic lands on.
Maybe we should just use real dice.
I'm beginning to wonder if that's not a bad idea. We might start doing that. In fact,
I have my
you know what, guys?
old dice box.
We'll start using our own dice. This is just too slow. I will trust you. We're all ethical people.
We're absolutely not. I'm going to continue using the VTT because it's working fine for me. So
Fair enough. I don't mind.
I have a piece of paper that I signed to sound ethical.
Wow, so many nat 20s.
yeah.
All right, Inebrius, you're up.
Right, I'm gonna keep on doing fire Sacred Flame into them because it's my one remote attack.
Okay. And they get a dex saving throw.
I don't want to waste my last spell slot on a guiding bolt.
It does not save.
Yahoo! 4 points of damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
It
It's
smells
hurt.
like prawn. Sorry?
It's hurt. And next round it's going to try and disengage as an attack if it is still alive. It looks like it's definitely had enough. So if you don't kill it, it will probably try and run away. Garland, you're up.
I'm going to target the one that's in front of me and try and shoot it with my longbow and hope it hits.
Okay, you can go. Which one? There are two, because you have the one in front of Ryoshi, or you have the one on the wall, which is effectively next to him.
The one that I'd hit beforehand, the one in front of Ryoshi.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll hit. Thank you.
That's a nice hit.
We like that.
Hmm. Good solid arrow to the head.
Right, and here's the damage.
Oh, come on. Tell me what it was.
I haven't got it yet. It's just as slow on my one. I think it's going to be like an 8 or a 5, or
8.
maybe
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. 8. That's a nice solid hit. Definitely did it quite a bit of damage there.
Nice
Ryoshi,
one.
you're up.
Okay, so how hurt is the one directly in front of me, the blue one?
He's still hanging in there. He is probably about quarter of his hits left, maybe.
Okay.
The one on your side, however, is fully healthy and hungry.
Right, I'm going to attack the one in front of me.
Okay.
20.
Nice hit.
For 6 damage.
You slam your quarterstaff down into his head.
Okay, then I'm going to do an unarmed strike against the one next to me.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Which also hits. Yes, it does.
Okay, question. Because of where it is, I can do a shove instead of doing damage. If I succeed on a shove, am I going to push it into the water?
If you can do more than 6 points of damage, I'll allow that. Yes.
Okay. Can I do more than I can?
Actually, tell you what.
Because I mean, the shove action is
I will make a strength roll. Bear with me.
Well, it is no, because the shove action is a DC 12 strength. They have to make a DC 12 strength, and if they make it, they're okay. But if they don't, they get shoved.
In that case, they made it. So they just rolled a 14.
Yeah, well, it was worth trying. So I'll give it a push,
Alright.
and didn't happen. Right, that's me.
Okay. Sock, you're up. The one in front of you is very hurt.
That's a good thing for me. I'm going to take that. I'm going to. Are you serious?
Unfortunately,
Bless.
it's...
Bless, you're blessed. Or you're
You're
blessed.
blessed. Rolled. Yeah.
You'll hit
plus
it with a
roll
bless because it's
1d4.
13.
Yeah, it will hit it with a bless. I'll give you that. Exactly. Roll your damage.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's what
Oh,
Nice.
nice. You basically bring your foot down right behind its head and snap whatever neck it has, ending its life. Nicely done.
If you
Ragtar.
if you've got any movement, so because you've got another action, haven't you? You've still got another attack. If you could move through and attack that one with your unarmed strike, it could really help me out because I'm currently battling 2 and I can only deflect one of them when they attack me.
Yep.
I can reach there, right?
Yeah, you should be
Yes,
able
you
to.
can.
Yeah, you can reach and take it from behind.
Oh, I
Side.
couldn't even see the other one. Until I moved over there, it like wasn't registering for me on the.
Yeah,
on
you'll
the
need to be more.
Yeah, about
here.
there-ish, yeah.
There.
Sorry,
there.
it's very laggy.
That's
Did I
alright.
hear that right, Dave? You said you want to reach around it from behind.
She said, I said that she could reach around and take it from behind.
Yeah.
I don't see what's wrong with that.
This is the only second
Sam.
reach around joke this session as well.
It is. There we go.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's you who's got the filthy mind, not me.
I don't know what you're inferring.
Nobody else was laughing until you mentioned it.
I can't see anything now. My map's gone a bit fucked.
Has it?
Yeah.
Do a
I can't-
refresh on this page. You should.
No, I think
reconnect
the walls aren't quite correct. And
Yeah.
once you get forward of the thing, you can't see anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
I-
I know where it was, if that's okay to just go with that.
Try moving there. You should be able to see it.
I think you're right
And
next to it on my map.
Either of the wall thingies. Is there a way to like show you? Is there like a little ping option? I don't know if that's-
Bear with me.
There is if
Yeah,
you
that's
double
the-
click, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can see through the middle of these two like wall thingies, but I can't see anything else. I can literally just see through the middle, and I can see these two that are stood back here, but I can't see anybody else now.
Weird. Hold on. I'm
I do
trying to
vaguely
see.
know where it was though. If we can go with that for now, just to save time, I don't mind.
Yeah, I'll let you. I mean, you basically can hit it with your unarmed strike. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna just do that. I was gonna say I could do a flurry of blows, but I've only got one focus point left, and I don't want to waste it. Oof.
Nice.
Oh,
nice. That's
you're
a
on
hit.
fire now.
And then I'm gonna roll a 1 for damage. Watch. Oh my gosh.
What's
Just getting all your knack.
yeah.
I hate this game.
You can
Yeah,
use your inspiration to
you're-
re-roll your damage if you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh. Yeah, I'll do that then. Please. There
Okay.
we go. I'm helping, yay.
Okay. It's definitely hurt.
I was hoping it would
Um,
be dead.
Unfortunately, it is hanging on by its tiny little legs. Ragtar, however, may come to the rescue. Given that he knows that it's unlikely to survive, he is going to
Would
try.
attacking it from like the side or behind give her any sort of additional or not?
Not any. It would give her to hit, which she did very well anyway, but not to damage. No. Don't think so. Not unless you actually are a thief doing. Hold on. Ragtar probably is going to kill it anyway. He could do. That come up? Yes. There. That killed it off. Ragtar has hit it with a flame bolt, and it basically expires at a small puff of flame. Okay, after Ragtar, it is the last carrion crawler. Right. It thinks it's going to get you. It's attacking you, Ryoshi. Obviously, it doesn't feel it has a secure purchase there on the wall, because its attempt to bite you is weak and ineffective, and it doesn't hit at all.
Nice.
Okay. The bugs are not winning. Okay.
They're
Aeron's gonna
afraid.
hang in with the bless. Ivor. Quick roll from him. The hits. Looks to be. Yes. Damage. Oh. Damage. Hello. The die has cocked itself on the side of the screen. I can't believe that.
Give the monitor a smack.
There's realism, and then there's fucking annoying, isn't there?
Okay.
Right, 4 hits. There. I had to actually move the screen before the die went flat. I can't believe that I had to do that.
It's like when you're doing the real tabletop and it rolls off and lands on the floor and everybody's like trying to find it.
All right, Inebrius, you're up. Remember that this one is on the wall on the outside, meaning
so I can't.
You won't be able to attack it from where you currently are, and
I can't get into melee, can I? Then I can't get into melee because So I'm just sorry. I'm going to use my last one. I'm just going to do guiding bolt against it.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I've got an extra D4 as well. Onto my attack, but it won't do you any good.
You do have.
Hang on, the guiding bolt is an auto hit, isn't it? And then it's a save.
No, it's
Oh, you rolled damage.
Make a raise spell attack against it.
Oh yeah, it was a roll hit.
Do I have advantage on that?
No, afraid not. You only have the.
No, I don't have advantage, do I?
Sorry.
Right, that's it. No, I missed.
Fine. Garland, you're up.
Quick one. How dodgily is it like holding onto the wall?
It's hanging on. I mean, if you've got something that might dislodge it, I'll let you discuss that. It is hanging over the water.
I'm just thinking, like, if I was to like tie the rope that's in my pack to an arrow and then fire it at said thing, and then maybe get one of the stronger people to try and pull it off the wall, or
pull it off.
It will take an action to do that. So you'll spend a round basically tying rope to the arrow, and I will allow that, but it's a -4 to hit.
-4 to hit.
Probably just easier just to do damage.
Yeah, I think I'll just do like fire an arrow at it and see.
Okay.
Let's see if I actually hit. Wondering if there's a way to turn off the animations.
It's probably not a bad idea. 2 seconds. I might be able to find it in settings.
I think it's client side.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if you click on the cog in the top right, you can uncheck stream dice rolls. I think that's.
See, I think mine already has stream dice rolls. Let me just hit 2 damage. Like 1 damage, isn't it?
1 damage. Okay. Just clipped it.
It's but a scratch.
You're up.
Who's up?
You want to try the shove thing again?
Who's up?
Yeah, you're up, Roshi.
No, I'm just gonna. Oh, well, I've got to hit it first, and then I'll decide. So, So how hurt is it looking?
Not very at all.
Not very at all. Yeah, I'll try the shove thing again. So DC 12 strength. He's got to beat.
Oh, is the die going to stop on the 5 or is it going to make it over to the 15? What is the animation going to do? It's a 15.
God.
No, I'm afraid it has saved.
Okay, then I will just hit it again with my unarmed strike.
Okay.
23, and I'm just going to do damage.
Okay.
Sick of playing tickle games with it, and there you go, 9.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sock, you're up. Now, if you wanted, you could drop something on it above, or if you're really feeling daring, you could try and drop onto it, try and drag it into the water.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Can I do that? How do I do that?
Okay. If you want to basically get up there, I will roll to make an unarmed strike. If you hit, you'll say you've grabbed onto it, and then it will make a DC 10 strength check. Actually, sorry, no, it's the other way around. DC 15 strength check, but you're going in the water with it if you go.
Okay. Wait, I also can't see what's happening. Is
If you move over to here, can you actually see what's going on now? If I put you here, you get to see what's
yeah.
going on now?
Yeah. That's fine. So just a strike to hit, right?
Yeah, effectively you're going to be jumping off the wall and doing an unarmed strike. If you hit, you effectively grab onto it, and then it's got to make a fairly hefty DC roll to not just be dragged off the wall into the water. But you're going in the water with it.
I got a pretty good unarmed strike hit there.
You did? Okay.
Makes a change. Can I just say what a baddie move also? How cool. I'm so awesome right now.
Yeah, off the turnbuckle.
Yeah,
WWE.
like
Fails.
Johnny Barco over there has done me a little because of how cool I am right now.
You have dragged it into the water. It thrashes. Alright. It's going to get a 1 brief attack at distinct disadvantage against you before you disengage. And then, effectively, you can separate yourself from it, and it will probably drown in 2 rounds. Seconds.
That's awesome.
It misses. You may drag yourself out of the water, and with the help of your compatriots, pull yourself onto the drawbridge, whilst you watch it thrash in the water, unable to swim, and unable to basically find purchase on the slimy walls as you watch it slowly sink into the mud.
Bit brutal.
Right.
You guys.
You have killed the giant bugs. Congratulations, party. And you did it without getting poisoned, which I really didn't think would happen. But congrats to you.
Yay!
What is obvious from this point is you can see that these bugs have done significant damage to the townspeople. There are body parts everywhere. As you start to wander through the town, you can see that possibly even some of the people that you met in the market are no longer with us. It's not looking good. You make it to the tavern, but unfortunately the people who were running it do not seem to be there. Bonnie, here.
Any sign of life at all?
There are nothing that you can see at this particular point, but you've basically gone back to somewhere that you know, and either everyone's in hiding or the vast majority of them are dead. But you can hear screams off in the distance. There are more bugs wandering the city. It looks like the nest in the sewers got out of hand, and in essence, they've had a growth spurt and a burst, and have come out and started to feed on the local populace.
I mean, the heroic thing to do is to run towards the screams and try and save people.
Fair enough.
Or we could go to the theatre, where all the pirate people are going to be hiding and like hunkering down and stuff. We can't kill everything here.
I mean, could
I'm
we
gonna
just
steal
set?
the beer from the tavern.
The beer's
I
made
was
with the
gonna say,
water
just
from the thing.
the third option is to have a beer.
I mean, I could go for a drink, but couldn't you just set the theatre on fire from the outside and let them burn to a crisp?
Oh, yeah,
Are
we
you
had a save
okay?
They
Somebody
deserve to die.
He has been being tortured for the last several months.
But I would just
by these people.
use a
Think about
safe
it,
word.
hit them. What?
They made him dance in red shoes for days on end.
Oh, that's just torturous.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, burning death is too good for them.
eternal disco. That's what they forced him to do.
Staying alive.
Now,
In a go-go cage.
everything in the tavern is relatively in place. It looks like the people were either caught off guard or were inside. The bugs at the moment, you don't see any, and you seem to have taken out some of the larger ones by the looks of things. There are holes and burrows in the roads that look like they'd come up through from underneath. But not all of the burrows are as big as the things that you have fought. Some of them only seem to be maybe a few feet long, but in essence, the townspeople seem to have been easy prey for many of these bugs. There is no sign of the guards at all, which is strange because when you first came to this city, there were armed guards at the gates, but you're unaware of where they are.
They're
However,
definitely in the theatre.
What you can hear is the toning of the church bell. And it sounds like somebody may be calling everyone to come to the church, if possible.
So there are survivors then, at least.
Potentially there are survivors, yes. But you're uncertain as to whether they're townspeople or pirates or whatever at this point.
I'm going to ask Frothbeard what to do, and Frothbeard's going to tell me that we should possibly go to the church to see who's still alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amber Throat's going to pipe up that that's sensible as well, but also having a shot of whiskey might be a good idea too.
Fair enough. You basically fill your tankard with some of the beer from behind the bar.
No, I've got my own bottle of whiskey.
Okay.
I'm not that dopey.
You basically slake your thirst, and you all eventually head over to the church, where you can see that it does seem to be that the last of the survivors have held up in. There's somebody in the tower shouting for people to hide to the church, come to the church, refuge, refuge. But the doors to the church are solidly closed, and it seems that they may have barred themselves in, and the people who are telling you to come in aren't aware that the doors currently won't open for you.
It's a good job none of those things come up inside the church, or it would be very messy.
You can hear people inside shouting, "Who is it? What do you want?"
Nobody wants to talk.
Nobody wants to talk.
I'm gonna shout back, "Are you pirates?"
What? Pirates? No, we have no pirates in town.
Right, they're still
We
stupid.
came through
though.
earlier. We killed some of the bigger ones.
Are they all dead?
No.
Mostly.
The ones we've seen are dead.
They don't. They seem very reluctant. If anyone would like to, if anyone has any persuasion skills or thinks that they might
Oh
try.
no! I've got to do talking crap.
I've got to do
Do I have
mine.
persuasion? Yes, I
mine-
do. I've got a +5 on persuasion. I still rolled a 7.
Okay.
I just go, please. That's it.
Pretty pleased.
As in, I desire to slake my thirst.
Well, I've got
Promise
negative
we
1.
aren't bugs.
Open
No,
the
God.
fucking door.
And you still did better than I did.
Eventually, Ryoshi's kicking of the door with his flat foot in essence, tells them that they probably are best to open it before it gets kicked in. Inside, you find probably 13 or 14 survivors in various states of wounds, some of which look to have been poisoned and aren't looking very well for it. It's unfortunate that many of the locals seem to think that paralysis equals death, so they've started to pile what look to be paralyzed bodies on top of other ones, possibly causing more injury than actual good. They're scared, they're frightened, and they seem to have fled into the church without any weaponry. The guards are there. Some of them are wearing bits of their armor, but the ones that you can see seem to be rocking back and forth on their knees. It caught them by surprise. They don't know how to handle this. It's never happened to them before, but you are starting to see them calm down rapidly. Even though they're frightened, they don't seem to be maintaining a level of fear that, let's just say, after about 20 minutes or even half an hour, they're starting to almost forget what happened.
Even the guards, because the guards were the pirates.
No, there are no sign of any of the pirates that you remember, and that goes for Garland as well, in any of these survivors.
Yeah.
So,
any
of the people poisoned? As in, how many people are poisoned?
There's probably about half a dozen people poisoned on the floor.
I can pick 3 and cure 3. That's my maximum limit.
Okay. The people on the floor include the potion maker. She's one of them.
Yeah.
What looks to be the guy who was selling armor, and one of them, they tell you, is the old mayor, not mayor.
Yeah. Any of them pretty much dead, because there's no point in saving those.
Several of them are wounded quite badly and may expire from their wounds just from the bleeding. These 3, the potion dealer and the blacksmith and the old mayor, all seem to have light wounds that you would think that they would recover from, but seem paralyzed.
Okay, I'm going to do a lay on hands to purify poison, which basically removes the poison condition. I don't restore any hit points, though.
Okay. On which one? All of them, or?
I can do it on 3 people because I have a pool of 15. I need to cost 5 to do a purified poison.
Okay. You cast these spells, these people begin to recover. The locals see this as miracles. They are in your debt and seemingly see you as someone who's going to save them from whatever it is they seem to be worried about. The 3 people that you've unparalyzed, the potion dealer, of all of the people, she seems the most changed. It's obvious that in the last time you see her, she seems to have aged maybe 15 years, which doesn't seem to have happened to any of the rest of them. She seems more coherent than the others as well.
Don't be drinking the water.
She immediately says, I remember you. You went looking for my brother. Did you find him?
Yes. Yes, we did.
Well, what has become of him? Is he coming home?
No, I'm afraid not.
I'm gonna whisper to one of these 2. Is that the guy that was split in half, or is this someone else?
No, that wasn't the guy who was split. No, he made it. He made it to the lighthouse, and he aged. He just aged away because he was outside of the town.
She shows some recognition. She says, for years he tried to explain to me that he was 16 forever and couldn't understand it. And because of this, I started to go through some of his old journal notes that you gave me, and I started to do what he did, and it was fasting, no bread or water, nothing passed my lips for 48 hours. And I began to see clarity that I have not seen in years, but I find that I feel so tired and fatigued, as if I have run for days on end, and my joints ache suddenly where they have not, and I crave the water, but I know it's not good for me. Tell me, did he help? Or his journal seemed to say that he was going to help the town in some way. Were his actions beneficial?
For the town? Not really. He just stopped people from coming here for a little while.
I see. I understand. He was
I'm sure he
trying
did what he
to.
could.
Sorry?
I'm sure he did everything that he could. And I'll give her a little pat on the head from very high up. I'll give her a little pat on the head, make her feel better.
She starts to show emotion that you have not seen from the townspeople before, which is genuine grief. She says, we need to put a stop to this. I understand. And she begins to start to think. She says, it's only become dawned upon me that I'm 128 years old. That's too old for somebody like me. None of my family have lived past the age of 50, and I've lived 3 lifetimes, yet remember so little of it. This has to stop. I urge you, if he gave you any information that can tell you how to stop this from happening, this is a living hell. If he has given you information on how to stop this, I urge you to take his quest upon yourselves and finish it on his behalf. I will give you anything in my shop within my power, but I fear that if I continue to remain lucid, I will not be able to help for very much longer, as I see the effects of the water wearing off almost daily.
Okay, sounds like a plan. So we've got to go and kill Demetrix. You've heard of Demetrix? Scarlet Witch?
She lived here so long ago.
Yeah, she still lives
so
here.
long ago.
She still lives here.
Well, she used to live in a tower north of the city.
Yeah.
But it's long a ruin. Long a ruin. I mean, there have always been rumors that she had a lair underneath, but no one could ever find a door. And there were tales that a door was found, but it was only big enough for a mouse, and all of it sounded fantastical. There was a boy who worked in the farms who is a man now, but he seems to have been driven mad by a potato.
Yeah. You don't happen to have any shrinking potions or anything, do you? Any potion shop? Just, out of curiosity.
No, but I do have something that may help. She leads you, the party, and you make your way through the town. It's obvious that a great many of the populace have demised because of the bugs, and those that haven't are hidden somewhere. You eventually get to her shop, and she opens it up, and she hands you the following potions. 1, potion of gaseous form. Remember, it's important. This will only last 1 minute. 1 minute only. At the end of 1 minute, you will revert to your true form, and if you are in a space that is not big enough for you, you will be crushed or killed. So you must move as quickly as possible, but also be aware that you are a gas and can only move at approximately 1 foot around.
I can fart pretty well. We can probably eke that out. How many of these did we get?
1.
Just 1, okay.
1. She hands you 1 more potion. This will make you as strong as an ogre.
Heal giant strength?
Yes. Lasts for 1 hour.
Hill giant strength or
Hill giant, yes. No, sorry, ogre strength. Sorry, be strength of 19.
I don't see
Hold on, I'll look it up.
ogre strength.
I'll look it up. Hold on.
Potion of Hill Giant strength is 21. There's Frost Giant, 23.
Hold on,
Iris 25.
I will find it. I'll add it to your character sheet. It's easier that way. Okay. Yes, I've been looking in the old rules. Yes, all right, it's a potion of Hill Giant strength.
Okay.
Yes. All right. And the last one is a potion of fire breath.
Inebrious has got to have that one.
Okay. There you go. The Belch of Doom. All right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. Your choices are to head out of town and go to the tower, and both of these are going to happen next week, or you can head to attack the pirates, which your newfound friend with you would probably
Pirates, pirates, pirates.
I mean, honestly, they were a bunch of assholes, so I'm not averse to a side trip.
Okay. They also have his armor, so he will definitely be wanting that back. So it's potion dealer believes that all of the Maya and all of his ilk, who she was now beginning to understand were taking advantage of the townspeople, are all at the warehouse on the other side of town, where they have collected all of the town's gold, belongings, and several magic items, and seem to be making a last stand there. Now, the other thing, somebody rushes up, a small child, says, "The boats are coming! The boats are coming! She'll be here on the morn."
She?
The
Who's
morn.
she?
Who's she?
The boats are, sorry, no, the boats are coming. They shall be here on the morn. Effectively, boats have been seen on the horizon by the children who watch from the cliffs. And they've seen sails on the horizon come through, and they reckon that these ships will alight in town probably tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. You effectively have approximately the rest of today and this evening, which we will carry on next session, to go and deal with the pirates, or you wait for the boats to come and see who the people on the boats side with, because it's unclear as to whether or not this will be traders or potentially more pirates. Uncertain.
Goody.
More pirates to kill.
All right, we're going to call it quits there because it's 9:22, and I have been sat down for far too long, and my ass hurts, if I'm being honest, so I apologize. Probably TMI.
I can send you the special cushion if you really want.
I have 3 special cushions in this house now, Dave.
You should put
It's
one
quite
in the
embarrassing when you first have to buy the special cushion, the donut.
Well, no, they don't give the donut anymore. In fact,
No, I have to buy mine.
They give what I call the giant packing pillow. You get a pillow which is made of inflated tubes, and there are about 8 of them, all